Hey guys, Odin Wolf here. Welcome back to Battlefield 4. Playing some Conquest Lord gameplay here, changing things up for this video as I'm working on some of the ultimate class dog tags that came out with the latest DLC. But before I go any further, I just wanted to draw attention to, you may notice that I sound like I've been punched in the lip and I'm talking with a bit of a lisp or a weird sound. Well, that's due to the fact that I just had my wisdom teeth removed yesterday. So, yeah. All four of them at one time. It's pretty fun, I must say. So probably should not even be up recording a commentary at this point, but hey, I can only lay on the couch and watch Ancient Aliens for so long, even though Giorgio is my hero. But anyway, back to the gameplay here. Like I mentioned, we're going to be working on some of the ultimate class dog tags. If you're not familiar with these, they came out with the latest DLC, and basically each class, Assault, Engineer, Recon, and Support, all have their own assignment that you can unlock the ultimate dog tag for. And we've pretty much completed the Assault. I've got one requirement left. I've got to get one more defib kill, and we'll have that one done. And in this video, I'm going to be working on the Ultimate Engineer dog tag. So I'm going to be switching things up here shortly. I'm going to be moving on from the carbine to a PDW, as one of the requirements is you have to get several PDW kills, as well as some rocket launcher kills, some AT mine kills, and repairs. But later on in this video, this one poor gentleman in the attack chopper, I must go ahead and say I feel kind of bad for what the punishment that you had to endure, but it was just one of those games, one of those days where the RPGs were flying off the rails for me and pretty much landing them at will. So we'll get to that here in a minute, but yeah, like I mentioned yesterday, went to the oral surgeon, had all four wisdom teeth cut out. I've actually been dealing with quite a bit of pain coming from those and a lot of sinus issues, and we think that that was the main culprit, and I am absolutely hoping and praying that that's indeed what the issue was, and that I won't have to go through any further surgeries or issues once I get healed up from this. So so far so good. Just minimal pain, of course. Got some good old pain meds from the doctor, and I'm all set to ready to go. It's one reason why I do feel like recording commentary today, because I'm loaded up on pain meds and not really feeling anything at all. And speaking of not feeling anything at all, I'm actually completely numb from my lower lip down to my chin, and that must have been some of the numbing medication that they injected into my nerves, because right now I could not tell you if I had spit running down my face or not. So I'm sure you all were very interested in knowing that, but I found it quite hilarious myself. So, doing a little work here with the 50 cal pickup, something that I don't really ever pick up and worry about, but I was feeling kind of lucky today, so we went with that, and trying to keep the guys away from this E-flag here at the construction site on Gulf of Oman. So we get the guy hiding in the containers there, and able to pick him off. Now, here in just a second, you're going to see I get a pretty long-range headshot on the a guy over at the A flag, and I actually zeroed in the scope, and I could not tell you the last time, or even if I've ever even bothered zeroing in a scope and gotten a kill. Of course, you know, I'm not much on sniping in this game anyway, but that felt pretty awesome, I must say. I enjoyed that, just lining up with the target finder, seeing how far away he was, and then setting the zeroing distance, and then getting that headshot felt very, very accomplishing. So get the guy there, and he's going to come back for more. The guy just got off the stairwell there. You'll see here in just a second. He'll come parachuting down, trying to get back some revenge as I accidentally throw the 50 cal off the top of the building. But here he comes back for some more, but we got a little present waiting on him. So there you go. Alright, on to the main event here. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, the gentleman in this attack chopper that you're going to see in the next several clips, I must tip of the hat to you, sir. I think his name, yeah, McShady Gaming. Bro, tip of the hat to you for enduring the punishment that you're going to see here. Because it was just one of those days, one of those rounds where I was on fire with the RPG and was pretty much landing them at will. And we're going to see here that I'm using the UMP9, like I mentioned, trying to get some PDW kills, and that was one gun that I rarely ever use, and I like changing things up. You know, I get bored of the same weapons over and over. I've said that before, but here he comes back for some more, and it's going to be endless in this round, you'll see. But using the RPG, I've kind of gotten the hang of it more so over the past week or so that I've been, forcing myself to use it. Of course, it's always been my go-to against armored targets, but I've always been adamant about using the small for air targets just because it's much easier to line the shots up. As you can see, he's not even safe from the TV missile and the attack chopper. But like I mentioned, the small is much easier to line up and get shots off onto the air targets just because of the much lower drop on it. But I've pretty much gotten where I'm pretty comfortable with the RPG over the past week or so. And if you can get comfortable with it, knowing how to lead the target, where you need to aim, it is pretty much a better rocket in all aspects because it's going to do a lot more damage. I won't say a lot more, but it is much more successful in taking out armored vehicles than the small. So if you can get to where you are comfortable taking out air vehicles with it as well, I don't see any reason to go back to the small. That's just me, and that's coming from me. All I ever used was the small. I was very adamant about using the small, but I think I'm pretty much sold on the RPG now, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, doing a little goofing around in the attack chopper here. You saw me do a little touch and go off the ground there a while ago, and kind of lucked out and didn't blow up. So getting another TV shot off here into the side of the chopper, which unlike Battlefield 3, of course, is not a one-shot kill unless they have taken prior damage, and the 30mm is able to finish him off there. So that's pretty much going to be the end of this gentleman's flying for the day, I believe. As you'll see in the next couple of clips, a different guy picks up the chopper. But anyway, there is some changes coming to the TV missile that are currently being tested in the CTE, and can't say that I'm very much pleased with it at this point. They've really increased the flight rate, or the speed at which the missile travels, as well as they have pretty much nerfed the distance on it. It doesn't fly nowhere near as far as it used to. But I think they have increased some of the damage to the attack chopper and jets, I believe. I know for a fact jets are one-hit kills, and I think on the choppers it's a one-shot disable as it currently is, but I don't think it's where they can recover quite as fast as they can now. So, but anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap this video up, guys. Hope you enjoyed this last little clip here goofing off with the AA Mobile. But anyway, be on the lookout for a video here in the coming days with some Battlefield Hardline details regarding the beta and a lot of other information. So excited for that. But anyway, I appreciate it, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.